"What does your wife look like?" the artist had asked in stilted English. Samuel had pictured Julia's face as if she were right there before him, smiling, eager, vigorous. But how did he put that into words? How did he make the painter catch the correct angle of her nose, which was neither straight nor crooked? How did he explain the exact distance between her eyes, and how her irises were such a flecked brown that they were almost honey? How did he describe the soft sweep of her lips, and the way they were always one joke away from an easy smile? "It's not a perfect portrait of you," he said to Julia with a chuckle. The woman in the locket had jet black hair instead of the light mud color of Julia's, and she didn't smile at all as she stared out of the locket, her lips instead a firm pink line. But her eyes, how they shone, even though they were composed of the tiniest dots of oil paint. Her hair, though too dark, sprang in magical curls across the small canvas, just as it did in real life. And most of all, the artist had somehow managed to capture Julia's essence in her posture, full of hope, full of plans, full of an unwillingness to let life dictate its terms to her, as if the portrait of Julia was running off to find Samuel in real life. "If a stranger had only this likeness to go off, they might not find you," Samuel continued, "especially now that my hair is mostly gray." He reached out and threaded his fingers through the mess of hair that had escaped from beneath her nightcap. Then he pointed to the locket. "Do you know how I described you to the artist? What made her paint you like this?" Julia's lips twitched, stubborn and willful. "A woman who shapes the world around her. Who doesn't let fate sweep her one way or another. Who is so intelligent that when she doesn't know something, she knows the questions to ask to find it out. And—" he paused, remembering how the miniaturist had stared at him, trying to make sense of his descriptions. "A woman whom I love more deeply than I ever thought possible." Julia wrapped her fingers around his. They were smooth from the salve, warm and strong. "Why are you giving this to me?" "I want you to take it with you. I want you to remember." He cleared his throat. This type of talk was difficult, awkward, and his instincts surged forward to try to steer him away from speaking his heart so clearly. He stayed the course. "That I love you. This version of you, as well as the version of you that is my wife and the mother of my children. I wish that you weren't called to join this fight, but I love that you always do what is right.